Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Today I am going to show you what we are using in our library skills and our language arts curriculum. So I'll turn y'all around and let's get started. So the first thing I want to show you guys is our little book nook area. We have, a little couch for the kids to sit on and quite a few books. We also have access, obviously, to the local library, and I also got the children Amazon free time so that they can read with us, and there's lots of ebooks on there, so there'll be plenty for them to read. Hey guys, so I'm sorry for the camera angle change and the outfit change. It's been a couple of days since I filmed the beginning part. We've started homeschool. It's been going great. I'm very excited, but now I can continue going over our library skills and language arts curriculums with you. So the first thing I'm going to do is the library skills. So my husband picked up this when we bought the kids their homeschool binders. Library skills, it's from Homeschoolers of Maine. It has some great information in it. In the state of Maine, it is required that library skills is a subject, and where the libraries that are open have some really weird hours right now due to coronavirus, I was kind of concerned about what I was going to do to teach my children this, but this book has made it really easy. It talks about alphabetizing by authors' last names. It talks about like different book awards in the state of Maine. Like we have the Chickadee Book Award and the Maine Student Book Award and other, more typical awards that books can get. It has like some common authors here, and your child can put them in alphabetical order. It also talks about the Dewey Decimal System and the Library of Congress system. And so this is really helpful for my third grader. And then some basic skills like alphabetizing. I'm going to have my kindergartner put these in alphabetical order, and eventually we'll work to be putting the books in alphabetical order by author, the books that we have here at home. It also even goes into detail about explaining like how genealogy and libraries are tied in together, and then a final project that's in here is that a kid chooses a book to read, and they share all the information required that they would need to find the book in a library. And if you're able to, bringing them to the library to talk about this stuff and actually physically do it would be even better. My daughter has already filled out the first before you begin page here, which is basically just what do you already know about libraries, and how do you use a library. And then we will have her fill one out at the end of the year about what she knows about libraries and kind of compare and contrast what she's learned. We also have some cute little worksheets here. I have a library skills thing. This is mostly for the kindergartners. I have this cute little like how to take care of a book. It says, I am a coloring page, so you can draw on me, but not on real books, which I think is really cute. I have some quotes from Dr. Seuss and some other famous authors in here that they can color. And then we have like these cute little reading logs. I had read online that some teachers are switching to using this sort of reading log when they send their kids home at the end of the day, because unfortunately, not every kid has a parent to like sign off saying that they did their nightly reading. So they have the child write the title and the setting that the story takes place in. And I think that that's going to work well for our kids too, because I want them to actually be focusing on what they're reading, not just reading as quickly as they can to get it done. So that's about it for library skills. We're going to be working on that once a week. We have library and computer on Mondays. I think that library skills is something that's really dear to my heart, because Once I am able to return to college to finish my degree, I'm going to be getting my degree in library science. So it's just something that I really like to share my love of with the children. And we love books and we love researching, and I'm excited to get started with that. So now moving on to language arts with the what we're doing for language arts with the kids. So every day we start by doing a free write. They just have a composition notebook that they write in. They can either choose to write there or they can write on these. There's dry erase on there's like a place to draw and write a little blurb about what you drew. And then for my daughter, there's more room. They can pick and choose whichever one they want to use. They don't have a specific one for themselves, but I think that's going to work great, and they'll enjoy that. They like using the dry erase markers. It just adds a little extra fun. We just have a couple various books here. This one was actually from their Uncle Uriah. He bought them this around Christmas time, so they got this for him for Christmas. And it has some really, really cute activities in it. So I think that they're really going to enjoy getting into phonics through this. It is for grade 1, but I think it'll be good for my kindergartner. He is really at this level now, so I think that this is going to be great for him. We also have a kindergartner test prep workbook. This has math and language arts in it. We're not actually going to use it for test prep. It's more going to be review. Here's an example of the things that are in there, like what word does not belong, book, pen, mitten. So putting things into categories. That's really cute. And we got that at the Dollar Tree. So I just picked it up because having extra worksheets is always good for me. And for $1 for the whole book, I can't go wrong. I can't even print that many pages for that price. And then we have this first words. This is going to be good for both of the kindergartners. I think they're really going to like it. It's just basic. It's going to help them with their beginning sight words. And I think that's great. And then I have another one of those test prep books. This is for my 3rd grader. And again, not using it for actual test prep, but for some review. And there's math and language arts in here. It does seem like it's more heavy on the math, but there are some like things about adjectives and adverbs and things in here. We're also using Disney Plus now has lots of educational resources on it, including Schoolhouse Rock. So we are going to go back to that Schoolhouse Rock and learn about all the different types of words and grammar. So the kids will enjoy that. This is for my 3rd grader. It is kindergarten to 3rd grade. It starts very basic. But something that my daughter does need to work on is her penmanship. So as you can see, she's already started working on it. And like I said, it starts with very basic, just with the letters, and then it moves on to literature words, nonfiction, fiction, biography, which I think is great to learn. Even for library skills, I could incorporate this. And then as you go on, eventually it starts getting into cursive at the end. So I think this is going to be great for her. She does need to work on her handwriting and her penmanship skills, and I don't mind her starting at the basics because she is interested in learning to have better handwriting. It's something that she's told me she wants to do. And if this actually seems to be an engaging workbook for her. Sometimes I feel like when we get into literature arts, it is a little heavy on the workbooks because other than reading, I feel like it's harder to incorporate language arts into hands-on learning. But I'm lucky that my kids have been pretty engaged by these. So every day we do some worksheets for literature arts. I have, for the kindergartners, just some basic letter worksheets. So we're going to go through all of these before we start anything else. We've gotten to the letter F. So every day they both do a letter. After we get through the whole alphabet, we'll move on to first words and stuff like that. We also do reading every day. They do some free reading where they can just look at the books. If they can't read the words, that's okay. But trying to sound out some words for 15 to 20 minutes is all I really ask of them. And then my daughter usually reads a chapter out of one of her books. And then later in the day, usually around snack time, I read to them. And I try to read something that has to do with what we're learning about. For example, we just got done a solar system unit, and we read this book that's called Earth, My First 4.54 Billion Years. And, so we read this, and the kids really like kind of having a more fun thing to add into what we're learning about. So I don't always make it like research heavy writing, although we did just finish our Viking unit and the kids really enjoyed Who Was Leif Erikson, and my daughter really enjoys the Who Was book series, so I'm glad for that. There's also a Who Was TV show on Netflix, if anyone's interested. You do have to look at the titles of the episodes, though, if you want to try to tie it into the books, because there is not, an episode for every character yet. So we'll see how much longer that goes on, because my children enjoy watching that as well. All right, so for my daughter, for her language arts, we're going with The Good and the Beautiful. I know I'm going to get mixed reactions that I'm going with this because we are a secular family, so using a religious course book is kind of out of the ordinary for me. However, I've looked through this and it's not really religious heavy in my opinion, and it's a beautiful course. Sorry, my children are outside. I'm just seeing what they're doing. Looks like they're playing pizzeria. So they're pretending that the playhouse is a pizzeria. So we do all kinds of, I've looked through this and there's all kinds of really fun things. Like, for example, my daughter's about on lesson 7 right now, but I'll show you, like, for lesson 12, the child would read the poem to you. We'd work on some words. Hi, baby, I'm making a video, okay? Yes, but quietly, please. And they would dictate the following words to me, and then, so I really found this, to be a beautiful course book, a beautiful curriculum. My daughter has really enjoyed it so far. There's only been one part that I've taken out of here because it talked about like what was good reading and what was bad reading, and I don't believe in that. I don't believe in like burning books. I don't believe in there being any sort of books or reading that my children aren't allowed to take in. I think that knowledge is power, and by banning certain text from your children, you're denying them of forming their own opinions and knowledge. So I did take that part out because I didn't want my child to think that there was some sort of text that was inappropriate for them to read. Of course, I want them to read things that are age appropriate for them, but at the same time, I don't want them to believe from a young age that there's certain things that they shouldn't read when they get older, because I don't believe that. I truly don't believe in banned books or things that are less appropriate to read. So we are going with The Good and the Beautiful. I'm going to try to insert a clip here of my children doing their work. So I'll show you all how that goes, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye.